Hello everybody and welcome back to the ASUS North America YouTube channel. This is JJ and we've got something pretty cool for you this time around. So if you guys have been staying locked to the channel, you've already seen that we just posted a brand new overview video on the new ASUS NVIDIA GeForce GTX Titan graphics cards. So this time around we're breaking it down in terms of performance and gameplay for you. So we're going to dive into some actual games including latest StarCraft 2. We're going to go ahead and jump into Tomb Raider. We're going to do some Crysis 3 and we're going to throw a couple other things in there. And we're going to show you guys what the Titan looks like at QHD resolutions. So with that, let's go ahead and actually take a look at our testbed. First up, of course, we have an ASUS GeForce GTX Titan graphics card. So that's, as you see, right here. We're good to go there. Now, in terms of our actual board for the testbed, we've got our Rampage 4 Extreme. So this is an X79 motherboard. CPU-wise, of course, we're running a 3960X Extreme Edition CPU. We've got it actually overclocked to 4.6 gigahertz. And from there, let's talk a little bit about the cooling that we've got on there. So cooling wise, you can see we've got a closed looped water cooling solution. So we've got a Cooler Master set on, 240 millimeter radiator based design. And so an awesome cooling solution that we have for X79 setup. In terms of the storage, you can guys see that we have Kingston's HyperX 120 gigabyte SSD. That's of course fast, quick access, reliable storage that we have for not only our operating system, but all our games that we're going to be going through. We also are utilizing Kingston's Beast HyperX memory that we have here on the test setup. In addition to that, we've also got a Cooler Master 1300 watt 80 plus gold Silent Series PSU. So this guy's a beast, not only in terms of just its design and its performance. It's so efficient that in most situations it's actually going to stay silent. So it's a great choice for our test bed here. We're going to be rocking and rolling. We're going to go ahead and jump into our first game to show you what the performance of a GeForce GTX Titan looks like. Alright guys, so we just gave you a little bit of a run through on the gameplay performance for Tomb Raider at its absolute highest image quality settings, and as you probably saw, the game looks amazing. You know, one of the biggest questions that we've gotten from the overview video and from the introduction of the Titan is why would I need a graphics card this high end, and this is actually a perfect example of that. You could see in terms of the real-time frame rate that we were giving you that the overall performance, while it was exceedingly high for all the image quality settings that we had enabled, you know, we weren't talking about 100 frames or 150 frames or 200 frames. We were targeting generally between about 35 to about 70 frames, although the frame latency was very low, giving us an outstanding fluid, solid gaming experience, but really it was only capable because we had the performance offered within the Titan graphics card. So with that, let's keep looking at gameplay and jump into Far Cry 3. Alright guys, so we just checked out some Far Cry 3 performance, once again at 2560 by 1440. We also utilized the GeForce Experience software to allow it to essentially place the optimal settings to work in conjunction with the Titan graphics card. And as you saw, that pretty much gave us an outstanding gameplay performance perspective, where we're pretty much hitting consistently 60 frames or greater. And keep in mind, we actually even have done additional testing where we've maxed out some of the settings to even go higher, and we still were targeting essentially that frame rate while also keeping excellent frame latency. So with that, let's look at what everybody's probably interested in, and Crysis 3.
Move. Dave, Bandit, make a diversion. Profit, let's go. Romeo Actual, this is Romeo 1. Initiating burnout, over.
Copy that, Romeo 1. bits quietly. They've got QRX on standby.
Alright guys, we just checked out some Crysis 3, and as you saw, the game just looks insane. Similar to the other game titles that we've been showing you in terms of the graphics engine, just outstanding. And when you're able to leverage a card like the Titan, you're able to play at an unprecedented level of performance. And as you can see, we pretty much had everything maxed out, and we're talking about a really great gaming experience. I mean, depending of course on the on-screen effects, different things being rendered in the foreground and the background, and different things along those lines, performance was generally going to be somewhere between about 40 to as high as sometimes 90 frames. So overall, really great gaming experience, and once again, the frame latency was outstanding, so we're really maintaining a very solid level of gameplay performance, whether we were outside or whether we were inside. And even as the game actually gets more graphically demanding, when you get into other portions of the game, you still have a very high level of performance on this Titan. So from here, let's go ahead and jump into our next title. Alright guys, you just saw Heart of the Storm, StarCraft 2. Awesome game, and interesting enough, for you guys that are like me, huge hobbyists, huge interest in RTS, sometimes there's that perception that maybe an RTS game isn't going to need a high-end graphics card, and you saw even actually with the Titan at maximum image quality settings, we were ranging at a very playable, very smooth level of gameplay, but we were peaking out a little bit over 100 frames and dropping down with all units on screen at somewhere a little bit about 60 frames, sometimes high 50s. So overall, very impressive performance you can see in all the different game engines that we've shown. So with that, let's go ahead and wrap things up. So hopefully you have found this interesting. We've given you a little bit of a performance preview here on the brand new Geforce GTX Titan graphics card. We've shown it to you with some of the latest generation game engines on the market, kind of taking it to the nth degree of maximum image quality and showing you the performance it's capable on a QHD 2516 by 1440 panel, with pretty much pushing all the image quality settings to maximum. And overall, we have been impressed with the gameplay performance that has been offered. Now, one important note to keep in mind is that the Geforce GTX Titan is a brand new graphics card. So right now we're actually running a beta driver set, and NVIDIA is going to continue to be at work at maturing and refining and improving the performance of this graphics card. So I would definitely be surprised that over the next coming months you're going to continue to see actually the performance improve for this graphics card, as well as also from some of these game titles you're going to see support and development patches from those vendors to even improve the FPS, not only latency, minimums, and maximum performance all around. So overall, when we take into consideration the performance of the Titan, it's really outstanding. So for you guys that are interested in having the highest level of game performance, the highest level of image quality, and having the most flexibility to be able to define those things easily with something like the GeForce experience, when matched with our motherboards and the rest of our component hardware that you see here, you can really have an outstanding high definition gaming experience. So as always, if you guys enjoyed the content, please make sure and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, make sure to drop them here on the page, or you can also hit us up at ASUS North America on Twitter or ASUS North America Facebook. And thank you for watching the video.